Damn it, Kenny.
I knew that was gonna happen. I was hoping it would have happened when you were going all
When I was
crazy,
saying
but
it, yeah.
It's about the dancing that I happened to see.
It wasn't dancing.
No,
No,
I don't
no.
know. I
It
don't
was,
know. That was
So,
it
it's
seemed
I had to
dancing
remind
like
I had to remind my D&D group about the white girl scene where Terry Crews is raving shirtless, and it was glorious. It was an amazing moment.
Gotcha. It all makes sense now.
Yes.
Nick, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome to the Black and Yellow Tucker Gamers podcast. I am your host, Blacktron, and with me today is Lil Heezy, Maneezy, Mr. Sock. Below me is Commander Cluck Cluck, Marky Mark. Stop. Next to him is Nick, Nickelodeon for short.
It's not shorter.
The man that always has a beer at hand.
I didn't last week because medically I shouldn't have. I did drink while I was on antibiotics though, so it kind of
what the it was like, oh yeah, I could probably still have a few drinks though. I could probably have like maybe 6 or something like that. I remember you saying something like that.
Yeah, I had a few drinks at lunch while I was still on the meds, and I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this. Oh, well.
God damn it, Nick. Well, we are here to talk about the Winter Anime 2018 season, and it was an interesting one. I don't know what I'd call it, because, like, I've had conversations with some people where they're like, oh, dude, it's a great season. I've had other conversations where it's like, dude, this is, like, my binge other shit season, or just too busy, or couldn't bother to care. So, I'm, like, in this middle place where, like, I think I only finished 5 shows? Maybe?
Shit, how many did I finish?
I finished, I think, 7.
Oh man, I think I got like 3 or 4, to be honest. It's not a lot.
Let's see, I got.
Hey Kenny, you cut out.
I finished 5.
Kenny, you're.
Yeah, dude, I'm talking this whole time. You guys aren't listening to me. Jeez.
Oh, I see your mouth moving. I'm like, oh, God.
Oh no, I was talking to Kenny, having mental conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Personal stuff.
Yeah, you know, I didn't mute my mic or anything.
Nah,
it wasn't a rookie move or anything. We're cool.
No.
Everything's cool. We're fine. It's a happy time. So
we do things legit. Everything here is calculated.
When I looked at the list of shows, I feel like a lot of the shows that I had on my list were just carried over shit, like Gar the Vanishing Line and all these other shows. So like I had low expectations no matter what. I wasn't really expecting great shows. But like, were there any shows that you guys watched that you were like, at first initial impression, you're like, this is pretty weak, and then now you're like, oh man, that was a great show? No.
So, are we counting like carryovers or just like straight?
Yeah, like you can talk about Darling and shit.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, so no, like that's a good one. Is Darling and the Franxx started out really trigger, and then it grew to this amazing cult following where now
that
like
you
love these characters. Or you hate these characters because they got in the way of certain ones you love. But that's just one thing. Yeah, I'm trying not to spoil, but Overlord, which I don't know, Loha, did you finish that?
You can tell me whatever. It's not a big deal.
So Overlord, here's all I gotta tell you as a spoiler. They fucking shit on. It's like the first half of it was really slow, and it's like, who gives a shit about these characters? I've never heard of them before. Or lizard people. Who gives a shit about lizard people? The last like 2 episodes are, just in case you forgot, we got big dicks here, and we're not talking like horse size. We're talking, I'm gonna smash your fucking head off in a split second. Like they hyped up these 6 people. It's like, oh, these are the 6 arms of this triad group. You can't fuck with them. They're gonna kill you, dude. 10 seconds. What? 10 seconds. I think this guy's full of shit. He's saying something about, bam, they're all fucking dead. Literally, the dude punches off the heads of all of them. And then there's another moment where this guy gets like super broken, overpowered, where it's like, what's his name? It's like Alucard in Helsing, where he like does the unlocking, I'm gonna go get really powerful and all that shit. And then he literally just like punches this guy, and he's like, huh, fucking one-shots him. And then everyone's like watching, like, holy shit, how did you survive that one hit? Because that guy was super powerful. And it's like, oh yeah, it was really close. This barely managed to beat him. In that exact tone of voice. He's just like, I'm done trying to pretend that I'm weak. Fuck you all. I'm done. And then that's not even the end of it either. Like, there's so much more to it. Overlord reminded me how fun it is to have such a broken OP please nerf character as a protagonist. And I loved it.
I'm pretty sure you were probably like, man, I really enjoyed this show, but now I really can't wait for One Punch Man.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's very accurate. It's like, imagine if you had like instead of just being Saitama, if it was like a whole team of Saitamas who are all equally powerful and just as entertaining to watch be powerful. Because again, it's just like the greatest moment where he's like, he gets like punched by all this power, and he's just like, oh yeah, he almost got me. I just this close to beating me. No, he didn't give a shit.
I watched a few clips of Overlord, and I was like, oh, this is a complete different outlook. Like, I had no idea the show, what it was. I've only seen the cover art. So all of everything I know about the show is literally the cover art. So when I finally saw a clip of it, I was like, oh, why have I not been watching this? This is completely different than what I thought it was. And if you're going to ask me what I thought it was, to be honest with you, I just thought it was some, like, weird shit where this guy is, like, I don't fucking know. Like,
it's an isekai.
And I didn't think of it as an isekai when I looked at it, to be honest. I thought it was just, like, a different time period kind of thing, and I was just like, oh,
I got you.
It's not for me. So, I might end up watching it now, but at the same time, my backlog is so ridiculous that I don't know.
If you want to break from sanity, if you want to just kind of delve into what the world of being on drugs or just being insane and out of your mind is, Pop Team Epic.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Devilman Crybaby.
No.
I was like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so Devilman Crybaby. So Pop Team Epic, that's all I got to say. Is just watch it. You don't what the fuck, constant. Devilman Crybaby was a surprise ringer for me because I didn't like it because of the animation at first. And, like, the way the guy runs bothers me on a fucking psychological level. Because it's like, man, he got different all of a sudden. And he's, like, running like this. Like a fucking fish out of water. And I'm just like... What?
Okay, can you demonstrate again?
Please.
Just for clipping another GIF? No, thank you. No, but it's honestly just one of the weirdest shows, but it's so good that when you watch the end of it, even, like, I spoiled part of it for myself, but I still watched it even though it's one of the most depressing fucking things to ever watch. Like, the ending, it's like Game of Thrones, they have that line where it's like, if you thought this was going to have a happy ending, you weren't paying attention. No, they're absolutely right. There is no spoiler alert. There is no happy ending to that show.
Damn, I'm sad now.
You will be. You should watch it still, because it's drugs. Like, this is the season of drugs apparently between Pop Team Epic and this. But like, I know Kenny watched that panel where they had a couple scenes, and he knows what I'm talking about. But the music is top notch in that shit. Like, the music was amazing. I love the soundtrack for that show. I don't know. What else was there last season? That's like kind of it for me.
You just reminded me of this, like, one line from Tokyo Ghoul that I really like. I'm trying to find it. So I'd have to like really dig because I can't find it. But it pretty much like starts off the book like this isn't like how it is in the anime, but in the manga, he says something along the lines of, "If you thought I was the main protagonist, you were wrong. This, and that." And it was just like, I don't know why, but you just kind of reminded me of it. And I thought it was such a cool line. And I was like, why the fuck did they put it in the anime? But whatever. So the other shows that come to mind for last season, like, I'd like to know your opinion on Garo the Vanishing Line. Like, do you think that was what everything you wanted?
I didn't finish it.
All
I'm
right,
3 episodes behind.
I'm done with Nick officially.
I
need a
know,
new podcaster.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
How do you not
3
finish it?
behind.
It's so good. The fuck? Holy
It's
shit.
very good because the ending of it was just like, it's like, oh, here we get just a tiny bit cliche, but then we get damn good. It's like action, decent reveals, decent plot movement, and I'm like, that's good shit. Like, I was like, that is great. And I just was like, I want to take these last 3 episodes and I'm going to binge them. And like for the past week, I have not had 90 minutes where
You're
I've been
suffering
able to
from
sit
Kenny
aside.
syndrome.
Yeah.
Kenny syndrome. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. So,
Alright, what is Kenny syndrome?
Our host here, Blacktron, aka Kenny, he has this issue where he can't finish a show that he really likes. So he tends to say, I'm gonna binge the last few episodes, or I'm gonna read the last few chapters back to back to back, and then never go back again. I have not finished Naruto. I have not finished Bleach. I have not finished a bunch of shows, and then Gurren Lagann, and like there's so many shows.
I can't believe you haven't finished Gurren Lagann, but we've talked about this.
I get yelled at all the time, and it's always like, especially with Gurren Lagann, because like,
oh yeah,
when
because
people ask me, hey, so when did you drop off? Oh, I dropped off after episode 8.
That's when he gets good.
It doesn't
My
matter.
man
It doesn't
gets
matter.
good.
You kill off the best
Simon,
character in anime.
Yeah, because Simon now has to get above that level. He's like, I can't reach that level because you're so amazing. He's like, now I gotta be better than that level. That is what that is about. It's about being the 85%. Beating that.
Okay.
We need to make that a shirt.
Sure.
I want that as a shirt.
Okay, so you haven't watched Girl Vanishing Line. What's another show that we watched that we were both watching?
Let's see that we watched.
Because I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong, Mark's the only one here that watched A Place Further Than the Universe.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Did you like it?
It was really good. Holy shit.
I gave it a 10 on my anime list. I don't do that.
I heard good things.
If you look at my anime list, you're gonna be like, "Wow, Kenny's like my mean score is pretty, it's pretty bad." So yeah,
I wish I kept up with it weekly.
It's a good show.
Because I basically binged it in like 2 sessions.
No. You saved yourself from suffering.
No. Here's the thing though, like binging it, I feel like I didn't connect with the characters as much as I would have liked.
Really?
If I watched it weekly, I feel like I would have connected with them.
Yeah,
like,
I can see that. There's a bit more attachment that you get. Yeah.
Because then if you're keeping up with it weekly, you just feel like you're going on the adventure with them.
Yeah, it's crazy to me because there were episodes early on where I was just like, oh, they're just like girls doing shit to go to Antarctica, like whatever. I'm not really too worried about it. I'm not thinking about it. But then as the show progresses and each character starts developing their own insecurities and like showing it,
yeah,
it just gets so fucking, I don't know. I fucking broke the fuck down when that one episode, you know what I'm talking about, the unread messages. I think I cried that episode and the episode before it. I'm a bitch, and I'll be a man about it.
Yeah.
I cried like a little bitch.
Like, there's one thing I absolutely love with... One thing I look for like, really good anime, and that's, like, really good characters.
Yeah.
And this one checks all the boxes for that.
Definitely. I I think it was just great. It was an original anime, and it was from Madhouse. And I don't know why, I just didn't expect Madhouse to come out with an anime like that. So it's just like, wow, this is so cool on so many different levels. All of the voice actors are great. The fucking quality of the animation, everything was just there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Madhouse
personally,
does good work.
yeah, you know, I've always thought they were good, but I just haven't seen anything that I could think of recently that's like amazing.
Oh yeah.
The last two things I could think of, one was One Punch Man, and the other one was Death Parade. They made Death Parade. So those.
Oh,
2013.
so here's a good kickoff point. Death Parades, like, you know how the ending of that was kind of like somber and like serious and kind of like sad, but also a little nice.
Sure.
Take out all the nice and happy. That's kind of what Devilman Crybaby's ending is.
All right.
It's like, imagine instead of oh yeah, you don't get reincarnated, you like move on to the next like plane of existence and you're fondly remembered. You go to hell, everyone you met goes to hell, everyone's dead. That's the end. Goodbye.
I think like every time I talk to anyone about this show, I just progressively don't want to watch it.
It's
like,
it's good,
dude. It's
like,
so
that's the
good.
crazy thing. It's so good, but it's just like there is no happiness in this world. There is no.
I need
there's
happiness
no
or a
anything.
certain level of it so that I can be happy.
Oh yeah, if you want happiness, don't watch Devilman Crybaby.
All right, then. Well, shit.
I take that back. If you want any happiness, don't. If you want a good show and a really crazy wild ride, that's what you watch.
I don't
Without a
want
doubt.
that. So, I'll say one show that
Speaking of
Impress-
Wild Ride,
impressed me, not Wild Ride, even though I guess you could say it was a Wild Ride because it was like a short time frame in which this whole season was on. Kokoku.
time frame.
That show was something else, and it was very different than what I was expecting. Mark,
You're having way too much fun with this.
Mark, is it time to talk about this show?
One of the shows I did finish, by the way.
But before we do, let's pause for a moment and let the viewers know what the title of the show is.
All right, all of our viewers just dropped off. all of them, all 5 of them, just pieced out. It's like, fuck these guys and their puns. So, what did you think about the
Do
show?
some fucking Fist of the Blue Sky shit. Just gouge out my goddamn throat.
Oh,
Mark?
I didn't tell them the title of the show.
I did. I said it.
I liked it. I did. I wasn't a big fan of the ending.
Oh wait, no, I haven't finished it yet. My bad. Wait when we're good.
Okay.
My bad.
We're good. I wanted him to know we're good because that's what he said. To wave when we're good.
That is what you said.
All right. Yeah.
He's putting his head. Yeah,
that-
we're good. We're still talking about the show though.
He's such an asshole.
You
How
told me
far
to
did it
wave when we're good.
I'm on like episode 8.
Here we go. Kenny
Dude,
syndrome.
isn't that like when it gets good?
It is. It's when the dude goes evil, like
Yeah,
full,
it is.
like evil.
That's
And I'm like,
exactly
oh my
where you
God.
were the last
Laha,
time.
Yeah, that was where I left off
I know
5
that.
weeks ago.
Laha, you
I
finished it too.
It's
right?
like he's stuck in stasis or something.
Yeah.
This is one of the few that I finished.
Oh.
Y'all can go. I'll watch it later.
You should take your headphones off if you want to
Okay.
not get spoiled or deafen or something. I don't know.
So Naruto
Yeah.
appears in the anime and just kills everyone.
Please.
So, dude, Thanos at the end of the credits.
Holy shit. Dude, I did not know that inside of the rock was one of the Infinity Gems. Whoa!
That would be fucking insane, man. Big ass crossover.
But yeah, like honestly, like I wasn't that big of a fan of the ending. Like the entire journey all the way up to the end was like absolutely amazing. Like it stuff that's never been done before. And like right up to the very end, like her descent into madness was absolutely the best. Like, it would have been a good conclusion. Like, just seeing her like give in, and then they had that Deus Ex Machina. And then,
I had something
Yeah.
to add about that. It felt very how you felt for the ending of Kato, where they just made somebody up
Yeah.
and just like oh hey, look, it's all good, man, it's all good. Like wait,
it's one of those stories where it's like it's absolutely amazing, and then they're like, "Well, I don't know how to finish this. Let's just do that." Okay.
Inuyashiki.
No,
uh,
that one was rushed, but it was still
it was
more
still
conclusive and finished than this, in my opinion.
But at the same time, I feel like this girl went through a bunch of shit in a very small amount of time, and I just wanted her to go back to her family because, you know.
yeah, it was like
I would
2
have loved
months.
that, but like I don't know, it's like I would have rather a way
All of the build,
out
and then that
versus
girl
this.
comes out of nowhere, and it's like, oh yeah, you know,
I mean, she technically didn't come out of
control
nowhere.
this.
She was in the first episode.
No, yes, I agree, but the thing is that, big order. Sorry, that like triggered me. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Big order, man. That shit triggers me. All right, I'm just gonna call him back so he can stop typing in chat. Big order.
What?
Hello.
So we were just discussing some changes we're gonna make.
Nice.
You're fired.
You're fired.
We're replacing you with Thanos.
Thanos.
Dude, we're just gonna
Yes.
get Tilla in here.
There we go.
Fuck you. Get Tilla.
He doesn't. You know what's funny? He doesn't do face cam shit, but I could easily imagine he would just put the webcam on his dog,
Yeah, you probably would.
and it's like you would just see Ein walking around.
He was streaming Iron earlier.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
can't believe
actually.
I missed it. I'm so angry. I was messaging him on about how having a corgi is free karma on Reddit. It is a literal
It's
karma.
free karma everywhere.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's like titties.
Yeah, it's even better than titties. People can't complain about titties, or people can't complain about corgis, but they can complain.
But what
about
if a corgi comes out of cleavage?
I thought he was gonna go with some weird furry shit, and I was
I know,
like,
right?
please no.
No, dude, I
Please,
wouldn't do
God.
that. Come on. Or would
Like,
I?
no. I'm not gonna lie. If like some busty chick walked up to me with a corgi between her cleavage, I'd be like, I don't know what I want to stick my head in and nuzzle more.
Well, the cool thing is that
Well, I mean,
you
at
get
that
both
point-
at
yeah,
the same
at that
time.
point you could do both. You're right. I could just.
All right, I'm done with this conversation. So
All
Mark,
right.
I'm not sure if anyone else here has been watching it, but how far did you get, Mark, in Violet Evergarden?
Let me check. I
So that's not
think
finished,
episode
unfortunately.
3.
Holy, I'm on episode 6, bro.
I'm on episode 5, I think. And I was told
I got
this
too lazy
show
to
was gonna
finally-
tear me apart at episode 10, and I like almost cried on episode like 4 or 5, and I'm like, all right, maybe I'm just not emotionally stable enough to watch this show.
Oh my god, dude, I don't want to get fucked up. Come on, man.
But yeah, I heard like
That's
it will
wild.
wreck you on episode 10.
Ah,
That is wild.
Alright, I guess I'm not gonna watch it then because I already have Steins Gate Zero that's gonna wreck me this season.
Yeah.
So
So I'm watching it. I'm watching Steins Gate, and I'm thinking about it.
save that
I
for
kind
next
of,
week.
huh?
Are you
Save that for-
talking about next
Wait, are you talking
season shit?
the original or Zero?
No. So original, I'm thinking of doing for Throwback Thursday tomorrow, but that's. I don't know.
Wow, it's like you're going back in time.
Please stop. So you
just
gotta
slap
have
me in the
some
face,
for-
Kenny.
Yeah,
What?
smack me.
So you just slapped me in the face. That's what that was.
Jeez,
All right.
Last
Cool.
season. What else is there from
Stop
last
it.
season?
Well,
What
so
else?
for me, I do want to say that I liked Junji Ito a lot. Even though a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you know, the manga's better, this and that.
Well, no shit. Of course
Cool,
it's
I
not
understand the manga's better. Junji Ito's one of the best horror manga writers out there, and I know that his art is like tops. So
Yeah, he
for
knows
me to
his
expect a amazing adaptation, no. But the thing is that I didn't go and read a lot of the manga because I was too much of a little bitch growing up. So when I found out that there was gonna be an anime, oh yeah, cool, I'll deal with that. I love watching anime, and I'd rather fucking watch it than reading manga late at night on a rainy fucking thundery night, and you turn a page and some crazy shit pops at your face.
You fucking throw the bucket into the fireplace. Like, fuck this shit.
But that's how I feel. Because me, with manga, I don't read manga unless it's like late at night. Like, that's just how I am.
Oh, so that's bad. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine, I guess. Nightmares are like nothing. Bitches.
At least you're not like me, who sometimes occasionally reads manga at work, like during lunch or something.
Not safe for work, though.
Dude,
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes,
Fuka.
some
don't read
stuff
the
I'll watch.
Sankoshi manga at work.
Unless you want to get psyche valved. For those of you that are wondering anything about Junji Ito, look at Kenny's portrait up there, and then right next to him on the right. Not the chick pointing at him, but the thing. Yeah.
The
that.
thing.
No, because this girl's pointing at this girl. Or thing.
Yeah, she's pointing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look at the thing that. Whatever. The
The
scary
thing that's
ass
pointing
thing,
at
not
the
girl.
thing.
Yeah,
Something's
look at the scary
getting
girl.
pointed
Fuck
at.
it, Jesus Christ.
Guys, stop pointing at your things.
Whoa.
This is a PG.
This is a family-friendly podcast.
It's family friendly.
That's a negative.
So watch
that's
what
a
you
no.
fucking say.
Yeah, like, holy shit.
It's a no from me, fam.
So, Junji Ito, scary, good stuff.
I think, like, for me, I enjoyed it a lot more because I watched it with people. So, like, we'd, like, group up. I'd have my lights off and shit. We'd be, like, all up in a group chat, and we have video cameras on and stuff. And I remember there was this one fucking story. This shit is gross, my dude, right? It is the grossest story I've ever heard. And it's called
It is
Greased.
Wednesday, my dudes.
It's called Greased.
Okay.
And what it is this guy, he drinks a bunch of gallons of oil. And then puberty hits, and he gets a bunch of pimples on his face. And then he gets teased about it. And his sister, she ends up, like, asking him why you keep drinking oil and stuff. And then the fucking brother knocks down the sister. He's like, oh, you want to see, huh? And then, like, grabs his face and pops all his pimples all over her face. And they animated it really well, and it was gross and disgusting. And I knew it was going to be gross and disgusting, and the people that I was with were like, I can't sleep tonight. That was disgusting. I can't do anything. I don't want to watch anything anymore. We're done.
I'm about to throw up.
Yeah, it's gross. It's fucking gross. That's how I got into Junji Ito, actually. So, disgusting. But
Speaking of disgusting,
yeah, go ahead.
Citrus was. Goddamn.
Did you like Citrus?
What a
I wanted to
segue.
ask you about that.
Jesus.
I liked it and I didn't like it.
Why didn't you like it?
Yeah.
It came on too strong at the start, and the conclusion was.
Yeah, it's called sexual assault.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
at least
okay.
towards the end, they like sort of like slimmed down on that. But it was. The characters are interesting, but like the overall like story going through it was like really, really crappy. Like I do like. I did mention earlier that like one thing I really like for like in shows is like really good characters. But when the story is just so I kind of like stop caring, especially when it's like hard to read the characters. Some characters, at least.
Listen, Mark, we all don't none of us understand girls.
Because like I know, well, I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
shit.
Not even the authors themselves. Authors.
Yeah.
Nani?
Evidently.
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
Like,
there were points of confusion in the show that like confused some people, but I saw like I could understand like the whole like point of certain things. It was just like it was like kind of unnecessary in my opinion.
That's why I'm glad that they have charts to explain things like the incidence of sexual assault in the show.
Nick, please.
I never did find a finished graph of that.
I don't want to. I
What's
don't want to
your
find
graph?
I don't want to find a graph of that. Like when you showed me that, I said to myself, I am not watching this show. I'm good not watching this show. I will watch.
Which is
some
interesting
fucked up
because I feel like
trash.
you would.
Like I would watch some fucked up trash, but like, really?
Hajime no Gal, holy.
Yeah.
Dude,
No sexual assault in that one. There's normal physical assault. That's a thing.
Normal.
But everything in that show is
Physical
Alright.
assault.
yeah. Good old like knocking a guy the fuck out and beating up his friends, then chopping them into
Totally.
little pieces and then leaving them
Totally.
in Tokyo Bay and bag.
Totally normal.
wasn't
Yeah.
there
What?
sexual assault in it?
Oh yeah, no. Actually, I take it back. There's sexual assault from our friend
Strangle
who.
the dude and
Yeah, yeah. That was different.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, totally different, man.
Yeah.
No, so she did that.
Totally different.
All sexual
did
assault.
Why are
that
you
to-
trying to justify sexual assault?
I found the finished graph.
She did that to tempt him to see if he was just some thirsty piece of shit fuckboy, which he wasn't.
Shut up.
He wasn't.
Holy shit. Okay, we got. What does that say? Consensual advances. Wow, all consensual at the end. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
See? I mean, it was an okay ending. It was an okay ending.
No, it's an okay.
So, like, I don't
No
remember what I
bath
said
scenes
I
though.
would
I
give
don't
it.
know how I feel about that.
Yeah, no, right.
We, as in me, Mark, and Loha, do not justify sexual assault. Just saying that now.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't
Maybe we should
either.
go to jail.
No, you just did. You liar.
There is 14 incidences of sexual assault over 12 episodes. They have a positive sexual assault to episode ratio. That alone says don't fucking watch this shit.
Unless you're into that,
No.
you might be.
If you're into that, report yourself to the fucking police.
Report yourself,
No, okay.
not
you're
the
back.
person that's assaulting you.
Oh no, God damn it. No, I obviously mean you are a sexual assaulter.
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
God damn it.
I
I'm
did give
so
it a 7 out of
confused.
10, so it's fairly average. It's
Very
watchable.
average.
So I did want to ask for everyone's opinion on Darling the Frank. We're not going to talk about the newest episode because it's
Goddamn.
yeah, it's something else. But
So what Tilla said.
So,
I'd
so
like to
what
just
episode are we
voice.
going to stop at?
so all right,
But real
Loha,
quick, go on.
where are you on the show?
I'm on 10.
Okay.
Alright, I guess we'll stop there. I don't
Um,
want to watch that, Tilla.
It's not bad.
So the thing about Darling the
I
Franks
can't do medical stuff.
is something big happens, and
Oh, a
People-
lot of things.
people
being-
rage about it to the point where they are threatening voice actors because of it.
And the director and the writers.
Yes, literally everyone, and it is fucked up. So like that's the one thing I will say about that situation, but I'm not gonna
The
talk
one thing
about.
I will say about that situation, though, is you gotta give a hand to the writers for making characters so good that people will go to this length for them, even though they're 100% fictional.
Yep.
Like they care, they connect with these characters on
So-
that deep of a level.
That's Mark's opinion on this
Holy
matter.
shit.
I'm not
I
saying
propose-
that
No.
good.
No. I'm not trying to imply that either. You are focusing on they did a great job. My focus is I don't care how great a job you are doing. If your default is to threaten someone who made a work of fiction and say you need to go kill yourself, you are a fucking terrible human being, and that's coming from
I thought
me.
you were going.
That's
way
coming
different
from
that.
me.
Who else would it be coming from?
I don't know.
I don't know. One of you fucks.
Just like, really, I don't know.
So, Darling the Franks, do you think, like, where do you think it falls within Trigger's, like, library of anime right now? Like, do you think it's, like,
Third
higher
best?
than Kill la Kill?
No,
Lower than Little Witch Academia? Like, where do you think
higher
it's
than
at?
Little Witch Academia.
Damn.
Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, and then this, then Kisniver.
Also, you gotta remember,
You know,
Gurren-
Kisniver was better than this, though.
Gurren Lagann.
So I'm saying Kisniver because I don't know if they're gonna make this better.
Yeah, sure.
If at the rate they're going, it's gonna
But
be worse.
But at this very moment, Kisniver's still better.
Yeah.
I do want to say this. Gurren Lagann is not Trigger.
Yeah, it's Gainax.
That's Gainax.
It's Gainax.
Yeah, but I'm counting them too.
But I mean, if you want to get into technicalities,
Yeah, if
like
you want to
that,
be real technical about it, then
This is
if you want to
A1.
call it that.
technicalities about that.
This is A1. Are we
Darling the
counting A1?
Franxx. No, Darling the Franxx is Gainax.
Yeah.
'Cause
Gainax
that's what
and
it
Trigger
is.
are like the same
Yeah.
thing, essentially.
No, because of
Not
the
just that,
character.
but there are people from Gainax that went to A1 also.
Yeah,
So it's just all of Gainax coming back.
this
together.
has more of Gainax. This has more Gainax people in it than most of Trigger stuff because they've got 2 studios worth of Gainax people.
Wow.
They talk about that in their AMA.
Yeah.
Along with one of my favorite moments where they asked, "Is how much inspiration did you draw from Evangelion?" And the response was, "I'm glad that you are a fan of our of Gurren Lagann, and yes, it has hit its 10-year anniversary this past year. We're glad to see that you're supporting our continued works."
Wow.
And it's
Sounds
just like
I think they must have been triggered by that.
yeah, it was one of the most hilariously passive aggressive comments I've ever seen in the anime. Also, as far as Tilla goes, yeah, that's correct, but I didn't tell that woman that she should kill herself because she did her job wrong. I just made her cry.
Okay. So, I
You should report
personally
yourself to the police for assaulting her.
I did not sexually assault someone.
Did I say that? I just
Verbally.
said
That is not-
assaulting.
Oh,
Emotionally assaulted.
I personally hold Kill la Kill to a pretty high standard. I
so
think Kill la Kill is really good.
until I refinished all of like from start to finish Gurren Lagann, I thought Kill la Kill was like the best that they had, and then after that I was like, oh no, this is better.
I didn't finish Gurren Lagann.
I
need to
love
finish Gurren
everything
Lagann.
about Kill la Kill.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it has,
you'll
like, it
love
has some
Gurren Lagann more.
Downsides, like the first was it up to
8
like,
episodes?
episode 8? Yeah,
The
it's,
first
like,
episode.
kinda slow.
It's almost like their 8-episode thing is a thing that they do at Trigger.
Except it wasn't
not
for-
Darling, but
not
yeah.
Darling.
Not Darling, no, not Darling. I was gonna say
Darling's like what,
They did
14
for-
episodes?
Yeah, 14 episodes for shit to get real crazy.
Yeah, but I blame A1 interference for that.
What do you mean? All they're doing is polishing.
What do you mean, dude? It's all
It's
Gainax.
it's the job. They're polishing.
Well, no, I meant like combining. Anyway, no, so I thought for the longest time I preferred Kill la Kill, and then like I said, I redid all of Gurren Lagann like a month or 2 ago.
Yeah,
I
when
was
was the
like,
last
this
time
is
you watched
amazing.
Kill la Kill again?
Like 5 months ago, 4 months ago.
Not sure.
Did you really?
I don't believe
Yeah.
it.
When they redid the OVA, like 5 months, a year ago, and then they released it like in proper HD, and I was like, I want to watch it without other stuff.
See, another issue I think I have is because like I really like the characters themselves in Trigger, and I feel like they really attach themselves to me.
You
like-
didn't watch Gurren Lagann.
Yeah,
past
but
where he
the
starts
thing
to
is
get
that
good.
wait, listen, I've watched enough to know that this one character is one of the best characters in anime, and then they throw him away, and
They didn't throw him away. He died valiantly. It was a
no.
no.
They thought this is like the Goku Gohan problem, right?
No, it's
Literally
not.
what
It's
it
nothing
is.
like the Goho. Well, yeah,
The
you know
Gohan,
what?
the
His-
Gohan.
it's like his grandpa Gohan. That's the extent of it. Where he was like the world's greatest martial artist, and then he died, and then Goku became the world's greatest martial artist
What?
because Gohan was the grandfather that raised Goku.
I'm talking about Gohan, as in Goku's son.
Yeah,
who
no,
was supposed
I'm
to take
correcting you.
over after Goku fucking died during the Cell tournament, the Cell Saga thing. So Gohan should have been the next main character, but because of ratings, they're like, no.
Yeah,
And
well,
that's why Goku came back.
while I respect Akira Toriyama, that's a completely different story. It's completely different. It's radically different.
You're entitled.
It's like how if you watch Game of Thrones and spoiler alert for a novel that came out 20 years ago and a show that aired 10 years ago, you grow to love like all of the Starks, and then they just fucking die.
Yo, spoilers.
Yeah, like,
Yes.
dude, what do you think I've been
You
doing
grew up
all
to
this
love these
time?
people.
I've been trying to stack up this large collection so I could binge it, and you
He
just
just
fucked
also
it all up.
The entire
I know, right?
series of
Right, Kenny?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I was gonna sit down and watch Game of Thrones from end to end nonstop.
Yeah, and then we were
While
gonna take a
reading-
shot
while
every
reading-
time somebody
Now-
got stabbed, and or decapitated, and or
Yeah.
murdered, and or raped, and or everything.
Like I already
Hello.
watched. I already watched A Comic a Kill. I don't need this again in my life.
Ugh.
All right.
So, A Comic a Kill was also
Was seasons ago.
that was seasons ago. That was not. That's but I can't. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like you gotta watch it. It's much better.
All right, I'll watch
You
it.
you gotta read it.
I'll
It's
watch
much
it, but
better.
you have to finish fucking Garo the Vanishing
Gara?
Lion.
Oh, I'm going to finish that shit like tomorrow.
8 years later. Oh yeah, so I haven't finished it.
All right. Gurren Lagann came out 10 years ago.
In my defense,
They
they killed off the best character in anime, and then thought it was okay, and
But
just
then
like
they have a better one. I wish I bought that $600 fucking DVD
No, you
set
don't.
just to watch it with you.
no, you don't.
I almost did. If someone didn't buy it, I probably would have.
Don't do that to yourself.
Hey, chill out. I never saw Akira.
Wait, what?
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
on.
What
It's
did you just
on
say?
Amazon now, isn't it?
Are you talking about this?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's on Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
I know.
There you go. That's where
I
it
know.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Tilla in the chat say, never having watched Gurren Lagann is like saying you never watched Akira. Like I said, I never finished Gurren Lagann, and I never watched Akira.
Leave now. Go watch it.
Akira's
So, I will admit, I didn't watch Akira until I found one of my favorite porn stars who took her stage name off of Akira. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should watch this if
Oh
porn
my
stars
God.
are naming themselves after this shit. It must be at least halfway decent. It was good. It's weird. It's trippy. It was good.
so
Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of the good classics. Like, I never did watch the original Ghost in the Shell movie. I did watch the Standalone Complex and whatnot. But I didn't watch the original Ghost in the Shell movie until after fucking ScarJo's came out.
I didn't watch a lot of films, like anime films, ever.
Yep.
Like I think I grew up with like the intent to do so, but I just never got into them. Or like I looked at a lot of them, like let's just say a series like Naruto, Bleach, or whatever. They have movies, and you just think, oh, it's just filler shit. Why do I want to watch it anyways?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's.
so I just stayed away from movies entirely until what did I watch? Not Wolf Children. The Boy and the Beast. I was like, oh, this was good, and I started to discover all these other movies I never got to watch, like Paprika, which is a really good movie. If you haven't watched that already.
Nope.
Paprika is literally
I didn't watch all
Inception. People swear that Inception took the idea from Paprika. Because it's literally the same thing. So, yeah. That's cool. And it's actually on Amazon. So if you have Prime, you can watch it on there. With Akira, that was my first one of my first mangas. So that's one reason why I had exposure to it. I didn't watch the movie until way later. And for obvious reasons, it was like tough for me because the manga was very different from the movie.
I can't even remember like the first like anime movie I watched.
It was Digimon.
Pokemon 2000.
No, it was Digimon the movie.
2000, not the first movie?
Got him.
So
This guy, I'm missing the best Pokemon movie.
I was really into the Digimon movie. I thought it was
So
really
here's
good.
the
No,
thing,
this movie was good too.
So Pokemon 2000, I remembered because I got the special Mew card. And you're absolutely right, Mark. Thank you. But we have the fucking MooBot thing for that. Sorry. No, it is genuinely one of those things that I know we're straying off topic badly.
What's the topic?
Yeah, how awesome we are. What is
Or not awesome according to Tilla.
not awesome. Well, you're not awesome according to Tilla.
You're not awesome either. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're all not awesome.
I'm not awesome because I only do things porn stars do.
You're an assaulter.
Jesus, I got thrown off.
All right,
Oh,
so
no,
I'm
the
done with you. I'm
movies,
done with
never
you. No,
was
no, no,
tough.
no, no. We're done here. We're done here. I have a question for Loha. Ancient Magus Bride. Did you finish it?
About that, no.
All right.
So,
I am 4
there
episodes
have been-
behind, I think.
There
I
have
didn't
been
even touch it. For this season.
so
I didn't touch it at all.
many like delays and like layovers and like just we can't do it right now because yeah. At first it was just since I watched with a couple people, it's been one person being busy and then two people being busy and then the other person being busy and then me being busy and then it's just like people just keep getting busy.
It's
and then we were
hard to
supposed
watch
do it.
anime with people.
That's why I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
hard.
it's really hard.
it's super hard. And then like this month, we were kind of like supposed to finish it during the weekend, and then just like too much shit happened, and so yeah. So we're up to episode 18.
I think it's solid, but I also can't help but feel like I don't feel any urgency in it ending.
For sure.
Because, like, it's just like, here's the story, some shit's going down. Okay,
Yeah, that's what I think it
cool.
is. It's just like
Here's another story, like the flavor of the week kind of thing. Like the next
feels-
episode is some crazy thing. Yeah, like,
if it feels kind of like a Disney movie, to be honest. It's like you just watch it whenever you want.
yeah. But it's annoying because I want to get into like the details, like real details about
Yeah,
like,
I
her
want
past
I want
and,
that
like,
good shit. You know what I'm saying?
everything, and they
This-
just don't do it. But it still has a pretty solid score on my anime list, I think.
Give me
Yeah,
that sauce.
8.32. So, I'm gonna finish it. Hopefully, it's better than I expect.
Yeah, hopefully I get to finish it.
Yeah, I don't know. It sucks because I think the show itself is pretty cool,
Yeah.
and I think the overall like atmosphere that builds around you, like the music and the animation, it's good, but I feel like it drags.
Yeah, give me more.
Watching it weekly
Give me-
would like be rough for me.
Yeah.
Give me like a sense of urgency within the characters, because you definitely don't feel it within like the first 12 episodes or some shit like that.
Yeah, and then there's conflicts that they build up to be some crazy shit, and then it's gone the
Yep.
next episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, what
And-
happened?
It's so fucking slow. that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it sucks, but at the end of the day, it's just something you can go back to watching. You're like, oh, okay, it wasn't that bad. Did you guys end up finishing Cardcaptor's Sakura? I know you guys were
Negative.
watching that.
No,
Or was that a
kinda-
carryover?
I think
Yeah.
it's carrying over.
It's still going, I think. Yeah.
But we are episode 6.
Sick.
That's further than
Probably
me.
on like
Yeah.
14 or 15
Where
right
am I
now.
at?
Wait, why are you? Wait, you're watching it?
Yeah,
Oh,
Mark's,
wait, the
Mark's
current
also watching
episode.
it with Jessica.
Okay.
Right?
I'm on episode 3.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Jeez. Watching anime with
yeah.
people is hard, man.
Yep.
It's not easy at all.
Yeah.
It should be easy if you like live under the same roof and whatnot.
Dude,
Yeah.
it is such
But,
a
like-
different experience when you're in that
Literally,
kind of
like
situation.
just jabbed all of us in the face, including yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
I know.
So, like, when I went to PAX, I was with my friend, and, like, we stayed in this Airbnb together, and when we were back from, like, hanging out with everyone, we would go to our Airbnb and watch Ancient Magus Bride, and it's cool because it's just, like, we're having this discussion after each episode, and it was just like, oh, yeah, this is really fun and stuff, and, like, we actually are hyped to watch it together versus, like, oh,
Exactly.
are you free tonight? No? Okay,
Exactly.
cool. Hey, what about tomorrow or next week? Oh, we're not watching this. Cool. Fuck. Why are we even watching anime together? Because that's what it comes down to.
It's there was there was a point where I think we were like super close to finishing Brotherhood, and she came here and we watched like 10 episodes together.
Brotherhood's
Just because
so
like
good.
it's so good. And I was like, bruh, yeah, it's like you know, get your hands all sweaty and shit.
It's emotional shit,
intense.
man.
Yeah.
I still think one of my favorite scenes in anime is that scene where he sees Alphonse and at the gate, and then when he gets pulled through the gate,
Oh
he like
yeah.
punches the door open, and he's like Alphonse, and like the ending music plays, and you're like, oh fuck, this is so hype, and he's like pointing at him when the door's closing. He's like, I'll be back, and I'm just like, oh, it felt so good.
You should watch the live action.
Gives me chills. What?
On Netflix. You should watch the live action on Netflix.
I did. I watched it. I wrote about it.
Oh yeah, you did.
I was like, what is Mark saying right now?
Laha, you should watch it.
We had the idea to watch it, and I was like, I just want to watch it just to watch it, but I'm like just kind of like hesitant about it.
Low expectations, and you'll come out with maybe a good experience. Like, it's not bad. It's not terrible.
Yeah,
There is
that's
way worse
It was
out there.
decent. It was decent at keeping the spirit of the show.
Yeah, that's what I want. I just want to like experience it.
Yeah, like when you first see his interaction with Winry, like right in the beginning, like it felt like it was straight from the show.
Yeah.
And Alphonse is perfect. Perfect. Like I couldn't complain about that character at all.
If I watch that like how we watched Erase, I'm sure I'll enjoy it, because Erase was just like, oh, live action Erase, yeah. And then I watched it, I was like, this is way better than the anime.
I have 3 more episodes of that. I just thought about it. I have 3 more.
I still need to watch that.
That's literally the last arc. It's way better than the anime, 100%. Like that's like, it's pretty much just my opinion, but even Jessica liked it better than the anime.
I thought it was good, and to be honest, I felt like I was more attached to a lot of these characters because of the live action. I felt like I was more invested, and like it made more sense to me why the killer was who he is, and like me not I didn't feel like, oh, that's the killer. He's definitely the killer, because there's no other people. It's only him. You know?
The only thing that bothered me was the killer and another actor. They looked exactly the same.
Are you talking about the guy with the fake beard?
Yeah, the fake beard. And I was like, bro, hello? And I was like, is this the guy? I was like, no, this is a different guy. And I was like, why do you guys look the same?
Racist.
No, they fucking crew gave him the same stupid beard. Like, give one guy a mustache and give the other guy a beard or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like give him like stupid ass fucking, what do you call them? Mutton chops.
So
Mutton chops.
the thing about Erased, right, is that the anime, what makes it cool is how they did revival with the film strips. I think that is awesome. And the fact that
the news reporter,
the live action adaptation actually did revival differently in a cool way. I was like, oh shit, that was fluid and nice. I liked it. So me personally, I like both. But if I had to say, like, when it came down to certain characters and like how they're built up for me as the viewer, I think like the Erased live action ones were much more fleshed out. And I think even his friend, the guy that's like way too smart, I liked him better in the fucking live action.
Was so he's so perfect in that. He's so perfect in the series. I was like, this is what he needed to be. He's like, yo, I'm your bro. I'm here. Let's shoot some bitches. They didn't actually shoot anyone.
They didn't shoot anyone. I was about to say,
yeah.
Gotta shoot the shit sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Real shit, real.
He's fucking legit.
So, I think we should probably just wrap up soon. We got like 5 more minutes. But
we're shooting too much shit.
I wanna say a few things before we leave. You know, one thing Dude, this is like the 60th podcast. That's nuts to me.
And that's not counting our streams too.
Yeah, like
That's
we have
nuts.
like game stuff that we've done, but that's nuts. 60 fucking podcasts. That's insane. I never thought this level of consistency would be in this at all. Because I remember when we first started recording, and like I was in my old apartment, and it was like.
Yeah, let me tell you, we're like a fucking cell phone bar right now. I'm like the lowest one, and Mindy's up there.
What?
At the
Oh,
top.
for the stats.
It's a cell
I got
cell
you.
phone bar.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
gotcha.
Consistency. Yeah. Okay.
But the thing is that we got each other's backs, and I
Exactly.
feel that more with this group than any other like real team environment I've been in. So it's just really cool, and I'm
I hope
happy
your company's
that
not watching.
I'm happy that all my homies are here, and we're doing cool things. You know, and if you guys would like to see us do like a visual novel of Nick's dating life, you know, we've always talked about doing that.
That's not the project I'm working on right now.
Holy shit!
Holy shit, that's totally
Fucking
not
drop,
the
dude.
project.
Dude, we can't talk about that. Come on.
That's not at all the project.
We can't talk about that.
Oh, my bad.
That is
Shh.
Literally.
Oh, my bad.
That's
my
like
bad.
super secret R&D right now.
I didn't
Come
even
on.
think about it. You know, I shouldn't be talking about this stuff. But if you haven't been like up to date on our YouTube or like any of our shit, you know, Mindy, who's one of our newest people to the team, she has been killing it. She has done a recent cover that's on our blog, and she also did like an IRL anime foods post, which was
Yes.
super cool. So definitely make sure you check out our blog, blackandYellowTacoGamers.com, and
She got
also
light bulbs.
make sure you're here 9 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, we're here on Twitch hanging out, and
Sir.
if you can't make it, then make sure you check us out on YouTube, that goes up every Friday. So
Sir.
also
On the
we're
note of
on
Fridays-
all the other shit, iTunes, iTunes, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, all that good shit. And go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, on the note of Fridays, we also are doing streaming on this channel, not our normal ones, unless you're retarded like me. But we've got Mark, and while last week I was playing Far Cry 5 with Christian, and you saw me not be able to wingsuit, we get to watch Mark and Jessica go to prison
Possibly.
and then try to find a way out.
Possibly.
That'll drop.
Let me show you the way.
Allegedly.
I-
Damn it.
Show you the way.
All right,
I'll play it because
that's
you made
all
that
I
joke.
had. So,
All right.
Jenny is going to go ahead and end the stream now. Thank you guys
Do
for
we
watching.
have to end the stream? Because like I
No.
personally I'm down to just hang out and talk.
I mean,
You know, let's just talk about Cheetos and how like they are the best things out there.
I mean that's a thing too.
Crunchy or puffy?
I did actually have something else to talk about. But that's fine.
Puffs. I don't know why I said puffy. Puffs. Right? They're called puffs. Yeah.
Well, there's cheese. I don't
There's
know.
crunchy or puffs.
No, you're right. You're right.
I disagree.
I like puffs.
What the?
With what? Which one?
I like puffs.
I don't think I missed both of those actually.
Wait, what? Hello? What are you talking about?
I don't
Could we-
know. Where am I?
I like puffs.
Nani?
What?
500 bits for
That's why I'm
99 cents?
What?
Yes. So
But shit, it was
Here's-
99 cents.
here's what I legitimately. Here's legitimately what I told Christian is buy those like that. Buy those 500 or however many bits. And when I don't yell at you,
500.
Reward me with bits. And that is my incentive to not be an asshole to you while we're playing games. Is reward me with bits to be nice to you.
How many?
Like, I don't know. I told him just reward me. And he's like, I don't understand bits. I'm like, oh, it's
500. That's how many. 500 for 99.
All right, we're gonna end it here. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so
Where
much
my
for hanging out
bits
with
from?
us. And later.
like-
Bye.